welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Amirah. Today I have a European travel haul for you guys, as well as our giveaway winner reveal at the end of this video. So let's get into it. The first thing that I picked up getting ready for this trip is this Canon EOS. This is what I'm filming on today. The quality already seems to be a lot better, especially for vlogging when I'm walking and for sound quality. This camera I researched for months looking for the perfect vlogging camera for me. It's very lightweight. I have the white one and I'll try to link a picture in. I was looking online at Target, Walmart, a bunch of different camera shops and whatnot, and I found it through Walmart through an outside link at beachcamera.com. And so I got the white camera and a tripod. It came with the SD card, a remote. There was a whole bunch of things included, a camera case, and the whole set together was about $449, and I got it with free shipping. Versus if I'd bought the camera by itself, it would have been around $400. So I felt that was a pretty good deal, and I've been really happy with it so far. I'm excited to take it to Europe with us, and we are going to Paris. So for all of you that guessed that, you were absolutely correct. But as far as everything that I've picked up for right now, let's get into it. I went ahead and got a travel pillow, and this is a Samsonite pillow. This actually came from a seller on Amazon. I saw somebody with this on a YouTube video, and it looked like such a good idea because it can convert from a pillow that goes around your neck to a pillow that turns into a square. And so the way that that works is you unzip it, and then it has like these little beads or beans or something inside of it, and so you just let them all out like that, and then you can tuck this back inside, and now you have a square pillow, which sometimes I prefer that, so I think it'll be nice to have that on the plane. I also saw this recently. I went to a Samsonite outlet at our outlet mall that's close by here, and they have one of these there as well, and it was about the same price as what I paid. They didn't have this color though. I did want the blue. So this is what it looks like as a, well, it's a rectangle, but so that you can see what it looks like. And it's super soft, like a velour on this side, and then it's just kind of a cooler material on this side. So I picked up that. I figured between us and the kids, one of us will use it on the flight. My husband, he loves this Jack Black shaving kit, and I have these in larger sizes for him, and now they've come out with this travel size kit, so he won't use all the things in here, but he does love the moisturizer. Has the SPF 20 in it, and then this Supreme cream is really good. It normally comes in a tub, so it was good to find this in a travel pack. And we probably will not use this bag. This is actually less than a quart size bag would hold, so we probably will switch these things into a quart size bag, and I'll give you a comparison on that. This is a quart size bag that's TSA approved, and then this is this size. And you have to be careful when you're looking at this stuff online, because they all say they're TSA approved, but we have bigger dimensions that we're allowed now versus a quart size Ziploc bag. This definitely holds more, so I purchased one of these, and then he'll just take his stuff out. And then we also got this one. I purchased this one for myself, and this is called Clear for Takeoff. I ordered this on Amazon as well, and this has so many different items in here. It also has a little funnel. It has a little spatula for decanting like creams or anything like that, and this holds a lot, and plus it's a lot more durable of a container because it has the zipper top. They also had this in pink, and I was hard pressed to figure out did I want the pink or the blue, but just in case my husband decided his stuff would fit better in this, I went ahead and purchased this turquoise blue. I think I paid $12.99 for these. But I also just saw them recently at TJ Maxx. They didn't have the color ones. They only had clear, but I think they were only about $6 or $7. So if you can find them at your TJ Maxx, that's definitely a better deal. Also at TJ Maxx, I went ahead and picked up some compression socks for myself. We recently had a friend who had a blood clot in their leg. They had driven from down here up to Georgia and back in one day, and somehow between all of that, they ended up with a blood clot. And they were hospitalized, and they were saying, you know, you just have to be so careful. And I know that flying for long periods of time can give you blood clots like that. It's called deep vein thrombosis, and people do die from that. They don't even realize they have it. So I thought compression socks would be a good idea. I've never worn these before. The longest flight we've been on was to Hawaii, and that was about the same amount of time, 8.5, 9 hours. This is a non-stop flight we're going on, so it'll be about an 8.5 hour flight. So I thought I should pick up some of these just just to have. I'm going to try them. I mean, if they get too uncomfortable, I could take them off, but they're probably better than having nothing. This time we are flying and using only carry-ons. This is our first time doing that. We're flying Air France, and we're allowed to have one bag under the plane, which we may take an extra foldable bag that we can bring back with us in case we buy a lot of things in Paris. But as far as getting there, I'm very excited to just try to do carry-ons only. So I've decided that I'm going to try to do packing cubes. Now these are the Monopoly brand, and I ordered these from Amazon, and these come with the folding sheets like this that just help you fold your shirts and keep them together. And then it has a strap inside to hold it all down. You also can do things over here. I've seen like when men use these, they'll use this side for their ties to keep them flat. And so I'm really interested to use these and see how they work in my luggage to see if it really gives me that much more space. Now these aren't compression style packing cubes. I do have some of those that I purchased also from Eagle Creek. And this is a compression cube set. It comes with a smaller size and a larger size. So the way that these work is you can roll your clothes or take a blanket or towels or whatever you're putting in here, and they have 2 layers to them that actually compress the air out. So you have one layer like this to where you put your stuff in. Then this outside zipper expands this folder to where you can fit more stuff inside, and then at the end you can zip it up and it presses the air out. So look at how much bigger that is. And so the theory is that you can just compress it all down. Now I don't know how much space it will save, but I figured it was worth a try. I swear I saw somebody the other day pack 100 items in a carry-on, and I don't know what kind of clothes those were. My clothes aren't that thin. I mean, I do have things that I purchased just for travel that are much thinner fabrics and whatnot, but I've never seen anything like that in my life. And she was using packing cubes, so it gave me hope for sure. Another thing to think about when you're traveling to Europe is having an adapter or converter, and those are 2 different things. Now sometimes you can buy an adapter that's also a converter, but a converter actually converts their outlet voltage to your equipment. Versus if you just have an adapter, it just means you can plug something in and it will have different prongs per country. This one here is for 150 different countries, it says, and this is an international one that's marketed as such. It's supposed to be good for Australia, China, the UK, Europe, and USA, and then it has all of these others that's included within that realm. We also purchased one at the Samsonite outlet, and it's actually still in our car. I forgot to bring that in, but it's a converter, and it is for so many different countries, but mostly like Paris, and there's a few other countries that have a certain prong there. So I'm interested to see. I know that I'm taking these because we're taking our iPads, our cameras, and things that we're going to need to plug in, but also I'm worried about my curling iron. I don't have a European curling iron because I haven't been there before, so I'm hoping that when we use the converter it doesn't burn it out. I've heard bad stories on YouTube of girls taking their stuff over there, but I figure it's just a curling iron. Worst come to worst, I could just not curl my hair or go buy a new one. But for girls that, I don't dry my hair normally, I air dry it, but for girls that don't have a hair dryer where they are and they need a hair dryer, I would definitely recommend getting a converter. My husband's razor, it's a chargeable one too, but I think that some razors will only last so many days. So we're doing an 8-day trip, so I don't know if he's going to need to bring his plug or not, but I'm interested for that as well. Just keep that in mind if you're bringing different electronic items and whatnot, that you will need either a converter or an adapter according to what you want. Or sometimes people bring both, and sometimes people bring a power strip. I just don't know if that's safe to really, it's according to what country you're in and voltage that they're using. This one I ordered off Amazon, and I think it was $12. I know we're going to be doing a lot of walking in Europe, especially on the cobblestone streets, and it may be really wet and rainy when we're there, so I was a little concerned about blisters on any of our feet. We're all bringing shoes that are worn in, but just in case, I went ahead and picked up some of this moleskin padding, and this is by Dr. Scholl's. I think I picked this up either at Walmart or the grocery store, but this is supposed to be really good in case you were getting a sensitive area on your foot. You can actually take little scissors and cut this down and basically make your own band-aid out of it, but it's made out of felt, and it's supposed to be a lot more protective of your foot than a traditional band-aid. As far as Band-Aids go, I went ahead and picked up these that have ointment right on the pad, and so then you don't have to bring and use up your liquid space for an antibiotic cream, which I normally carry with us on most of our trips. But since we're doing a small amount of liquids because we're only doing carry-ons, I went ahead and picked up some of these. I got the cutest little razor I think I've ever seen. This is the Venus razor, and I found this on Amazon. I couldn't find it in any stores anymore, but so this just pops out, and these blades are removable. I already used these razors already anyway, but this is just a smaller, more compact size, so I decided to pick up one of these. When I ordered my husband's shaving kit, I also ordered this adorable little tangle teaser, and this is a Hello Kitty tangle teaser. This is one of the European edition ones. I had not seen these before. They had a Paris one, I think, that was pink, but for some reason I was just magnetized to this little black and white with the polka dots. And the way this tangle teaser works is very different because it has a little protective cover on it, and you just pop this out and then it can just go inside there, and it's a lot smaller than my other tangle teaser, and I use this for my daughter and I both, so I thought this would be really good to have, and it's such a cute compact size. I really liked it. This was expensive though. This was $20 on the Sephora website, so if you don't really want to spend that, I mean, I totally get it, but you know, I'm a sucker for Hello Kitty, so it had to be mine. I also was able to find this little teeny weeny baby size Paul Mitchell hot off the press hairspray. This is what I use as a heat protectant when I'm curling my hair with a curling iron, and it works really well. I've heard nothing but great reviews on this for years, so I was able to find it in a travel size, and I was happy about that. I also got some new perfume. This is the Victoria's Secret Very Sexy Now, and this is the Rollerball. I went and tried this on to make sure it wouldn't give me a headache. All my regular subscribers know that I'm very sensitive to smell, so I have to make sure that things aren't gonna have a weird reaction with me. But this one's really good. It's kind of a summery, more fruity smell, and since we're going in April, I thought this would be a perfect springtime fragrance for Paris. I love the design on here, and I'll be taking this out and showing this when I do my toiletries haul this week. I'll show exactly what I'm going to be taking that's TSA approved, and all of my toiletries I'll go through and discuss with you guys what I'm taking. I've been going by the Dollar Tree quite a bit lately, just looking for travel items, and the other day I went and they had a whole new section in one of their aisles that was just travel related sample size items like this. This is one of the things I wanted to show you. This is one of the newer secret deodorants that I've seen, and this is the Outlast Extend. This scent is called Completely Clean, but it actually smells like watermelons to me, and that's the first thing my kids said when they smelled it. They were like, "Mommy, that smells like watermelons." And I asked my husband, I was like, "What does this smell like to you?" He said, "Watermelons." He said, "That smells really good." But it's kind of like a clean, fresh scent, like soap, but watermelon. I don't know. It's very interesting. And then they had these little travel mirrors that are also little brushes. And so I picked this up because I really liked that this had the rubberized outside exterior to it, and I thought it would be easy to find in my bag. So I have other mirrors, but this one seemed like this would be more protected. And then I also picked up a book. This one is called Love in Bloom, and it's just a little romance novel, but it's a tiny size, and I thought this would be perfect. I could download some books on my iPad, but my eyes seem to get more tired if I'm looking at a computer screen versus if I'm just reading a book. Maybe I'm just an old-fashioned girl too. Something about having a book just makes me smile. So I found this one, and I'm going to take this with us as well. You guys that watch me all the time probably know how much I love Paris, and actually we were planning a trip to Ireland and Scotland, and I was looking for flights for those, and they were up to $1,000 a person. We were supposed to go in June, and then I just happened to look for Paris tickets like just by happenstance a few months ago, and what do you know, they were under $500 a piece. That's right, instead of $1,200 a piece, they were about $479 a piece for our flights to Paris. I can't even believe it. I've been looking for Paris flights for 10 years and I have never found them under about $800 each, and they were always at the wrong time of year. So for spring break, we were able to go, and it was only $479 a person, and that was just so exciting to me. So this worked out great. I just told my husband that day, I was like, by the way, we're not going to Ireland and Scotland this summer, to Paris. And he was like, what? And I was like, I told him what happened with the tickets. He was like, that's amazing. So my giveaway winner is Nancy Anderson, and the first person that guessed Disneyland Paris was Sandra Walker. So if both of you ladies will please message me and the message center here on YouTube, I will make sure to get a package ready for you guys as soon as we get back, and I'll try to pick you up something nice while we're in Europe. I also have my packing video coming up, and that'll be showing you how I'm trying to fit all of these items into my carry-on and how I use the packing cubes to help me do so. The kids are absolutely excited, especially about Versailles and just seeing all of the historical sites and museums. So if you guys have any suggestions for restaurants or anything like that, we would love to hear those from you guys. Thanks so much for sticking with me. If you're new to my channel, like I said, please subscribe below. I have a lot more travel videos coming up soon, as well as some more Disney information for you guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.